Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dirt Rally. We are here in Sweden for the final event of our Clubland Championship and things are pretty tense. We can't win at all, but we have a 17-point lead on 4th, which should be enough in order for us to get through. And there is the smallest of chances that we might be able to sneak ahead of Edwards, the Welsh driver who is currently 2nd overall in the rankings. But in order to do that, we have to race well here in Sweden, and Sweden is just not what I'm good at. I mean, I have... I was regularly losing to the Master AI, admittedly, but I was regularly losing by about 40 seconds in the practice runs on each of the stages. They're just expecting you to carry so much more speed, it seems, through here than I can muster. And, I am fighting everything to try and make sure that I don't bash into the snowbanks and have an incident, whilst they're obviously just like somehow keeping the accelerator going all the way through. Like there, I'm having to fight the rear end of the car as it swirls its way around. I'm just glad there that we didn't end up going into the crowds.
Left 5 over
okay, so those 2 seconds, I can see where those 2 seconds could have come from, so that's always a good sign.
Caution left
implies
5
it's not going to be entirely
right
impossible, but
jump, maybe.
Yeah, if we want third, unless Edwards has some trouble, then rush that upon someone. Too hard, that is. But yeah, unless Edwards has some trouble, we just really need to focus on trying to win everything. Like that. It's not easy on these very narrow courses, which I think is the main thing. Sweden's all about lines. If you can get, the road undulates a lot, and so you've constantly got to battle the direction of the car to make sure it's pointing in the direction that you want it to. It's also really fast in sections, and in those sections, you need to make use of the speed. You do need to actually properly go for it, even if it's absolutely terrifying. And that is what it is. As I go over all of these little crests, I always feel
right 6 over crest and keep left over long crest
80% out of control.
And crest and right 4 over crest bump. Left 5 and small crest 100.
And whilst you have sort of like a guidance to sort of like the line they're expecting, or the line you should be taking, it's not easy
small
staying
crest,
on it.
jump 100 over 2 crests, turn left 3 long, opens past junction 50 crest.
Like that.
And right 4 long crest 40. Left 3 tight, don't cut 60
I'll be
crest
happy
jump
with
maybe.
some green
And right
sectors.
3 through dip crest.
If I get some green sectors,
Left
I'll
5
feel
half
pretty
long.
good about how it's gone.
And care right 2 over bump.
Because
Small crest bump 40. Caution turn
it's just
left
difficult.
2 60.
In short, it's
Right
just
5 past junction
difficult.
40. Care left 3 over small crest, opens past junction and tightens over crest. Right 4 keep in 40 over long crest. Right 4 half long into left 4 half long 60 through dip. Left 5 half long over crest into right 5 40. Right
And
6
unlike
over
snow
crest
in
jump
like
maybe.
Monaco or anything
And
like
left
that,
6
where
over bump.
you
And right
just sort of,
5 60. Left 5.
in Monaco it's actually somewhat
Right 3
easier
tight.
because even though you sort of have
And
the
left
change
5,
of
40.
surface. There's no one stage
Right 5
that's
long over
just
crest.
pure snow.
Tightens 3, 60. Right 5 over crest.
By having the
jump
distinct
maybe.
change, the other thing
Into
is
left
that
5
the
long
snowy
through
sections in
bump dip.
Monaco are
40 over
all
crossroads.
incredibly
Right 3, 40
twisty
through dip.
and
To finish.
tortuous, and so you don't have to try and carry speed between the banks. See there, I lost 20 seconds, another 10 seconds in that last sector with a spin. And yeah, that looks about right. It's, you know, just going to be damage management in some ways, and actually just doing my utmost to try and feel more comfortable on these tracks. But the annoying thing is that I don't have the freedom, you know, the capacity to really let loose,
5,
which I think is something that I should really look to if I ever get to a point where I'm, you know, safely
go. Right 5 long over crest
safely doing well in a rally, to actually try and properly, you know,
Caution 60, keep right over crest
work
bump
out where the
40.
limits are.
Left 6, 60. Right 5 half long over big bump 60. Left 6 and crest jump maybe 60 over bumps. Left 5 long continues over crest bump 40. Right 3 long past junction tightens. Into left 6 and right 5 long crest bump. Left 6 line through dip. Left 4, 40. Caution left 5 long opens over crest jump. Into right 4 half long into crest and crest. And right 3 over bump 60. Caution left 4 over crest jump open to 80. Left 4 continues for 80 and crest.
Always going to be happy with the green section.
Right 3 into left 2 long bump.
The other big issue I have with Sweden, but I think I've mentioned this before, it's quite similar
And
to
right
Finland,
3 tight
they
undercut
both have
into
exactly
crest
the same
jump.
issue, which is
And left 5 half long over bumps.
there's not an awful lot that distinguishes
right 4
between the
half
tracks.
long.
Like,
Into
you
left
don't really
5
get
half
that in
long over
Monaco
crest jump 40.
as well, but you know, you
Right
do
4
very
half
clearly
long.
have the tracks at the top of the mountain, which have a snowy
Left
bit,
6.
and the tracks at the bottom, which do not.
And left 6 long into keep mid over
So you
big
sort of
jump
have
80.
distinguished, sort of the two tracks are split into halves,
Right 4 opens
and then on
and
top
tightens
of
over
that
bump.
as well, you can feel pretty comfortable in Monaco just because a lot of the time it can't really throw too many surprises at you. I mean, I say that having had a
Left 3
terrible
half
run in
long,
Monaco, you
opens.
know, and retiring out of
Into
that rally,
right 3.
but
And left 6.
it's the sort of
And
thing
keep
where
right over crest bump
you can be
60.
pretty sure of what's coming
Caution
around.
bump into
But
left 4
in
tightens 3 over crest bad
Finland
camber.
and in Sweden,
right
there's
2
just
half long.
so little to tell
And
the
left 3
difference between the
opens
two
60
tracks,
over long
you know, between the
crest.
sets of tracks. And it's really, you know, it takes
Right
some
5,
getting
80 crest.
used to.
Left 4
You know, I want to be able to
tightens
tell the
over
difference
crest,
between this
60 over
one
bumps.
and the other one, but
Right 5,
you know,
80 through
you're
dip.
just going through snowy forests.
And right 4 over crest opens
Or in
and
Finland's
continues
case,
for
you know,
80.
you're bouncing through snowy, not
Left
snowy,
5 over
sort of,
jump.
you know, these gravel tracks. A lot of it feels very samey.
Right 5 into right 5
There's not a
keep
huge
in.
amount of sort of visual
Into right 5
landmarks
long
that you can
continues over bump
obviously
and left 5
pick out.
40.
And similarly,
Big
there's not a
bump.
lot of
And right 5 long 40.
corners
Bump dip. Right 4 over crest
through
bump
the courses
60 over
because
bumps.
you
Left
know,
5 long continues over crest jump maybe 40
in
to finish.
Finland, it's sort of like, oh, if there's a square corner or a hairpin, then it's like, I will remember that one. You sort of just you just don't get the same sort of thing. Oh my god. Edwards had a snapped spring and lost 3 minutes 28. That might not even save me because I don't know how bad the snaps. If it's something they can fix, then I'll still need, you know, he'll be able to climb back up, and I don't think if I finish second and he finishes third, I don't think I win. So I may still need the CPUs to do a good job. But we shall see. I remember that one just because that one's really short. You know, I think it's one of the only sort of stages which you can quite viably get a sub 3 minute time. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You have a good
Left four
finish to the
opens long.
sweeping rally.
And left four long over bump.
It's
And
given us an
crest
opportunity
40.
here.
Right four.
However
three.
that opportunity
And
sort of
left six.
ends up,
Into
you
right
know, if it
five
ends
long
up being a
tightens
big
3 past
opportunity or
junction
not, we
40.
shall see. But
Left four over bump.
it's there nonetheless.
Into left 3 long opens over crest 60.
And ultimately,
Right two half
you
long.
know, I'm going to be able to look back on this and sort
And
of,
left four 80.
whilst, you know, we've had
Right
a
three over
difficult
crest
time
bump,
with it,
60.
certainly. We've actually also
Right five,
produced some
80.
really nice stages, had some really good times.
Right four don't cut. And left 6
Had a lot
don't
of very
cut.
good sectors of
Into right 5
stages
long.
that,
And
you
caution
know,
crest 40.
you just, that are,
Right
you know,
three
stages that have
into
just been
open
ruined by
hairpin
one
left.
big mistake. And, you know, it's all
And right
about
three over crest
making
40.
these improvements,
Left 5 over
making
bump 40.
progress, making, you know,
Right 3 half
gradual
long over
steps
crest. And left
towards
6.
faster and
And
faster
right 6
times.
line for 100.
That is all part of the learning
Left 4
process.
long down, tightens 3, 100. Left 3. Into right 5
And so I
tightens
can look
3,
at,
crest
you know,
bump
mistakes
40.
made in Greece, mistakes made in
Left 4 long, 60 over bump.
well, Greece especially, but mistakes made
Right
in
6
Germany
long
as well,
tightens 4 over bump 40.
to
Crest
stages, you
100
know,
past
to rallies that
junction.
we could have won. I look at Monaco as, you
continues
know,
for 80
a
and
massive
tightens over
opportunity
jump.
for a rally win that,
150 over bumps.
you know, never materialised.
Right
And this sort of
5
stuff is
long
really
over crest. Into caution, keep left over jump.
important.
130 bump bridge. 40. Left 5 over bump, slowing, 40. Caution, left 4 long, opens and tightens 3, don't cut. And right 4 don't cut, 130. Left 4 past
The
junction,
bank
100.
still, and spin. And to be
Turn
honest,
back rail.
that was the best way of me turning around.
Crest 100. Caution, braking before the house, turn
annoying.
square right 60 past junction.
I don't know how close we were, but we would have been a lot closer.
Narrow from here. Right 4 long.
It's a good section there where you can use to
And keep
absolutely
left over
fly
long
through the
crest.
circuit.
Right 6, 80.
You can fly through this end section.
Left
to
6
some
half
extent
long
as
over
well.
bump, don't cut. And right 6 don't cut, bump. Left 6 into right 5 don't cut.
You said don't cut, so why
And
not
caution,
go?
left 6 over jump, bad camber. And small jump. Left 6 over bump. And right 6 into left 6 over long crest, 80 over bumps.
Yeah, all of these are sixes, so you
Right
could,
6 long
if
over
you
bump.
properly
And
laser
left
the
6 over
car,
bump, continues for 80. Line for 80. Left 5 over
you
bump.
would be able to
Caution 60, braking
leather
crest
it
into
down
right
here.
3, don't cut. 40. Left 3 long, 60 crest. And right 4 through dip. 130 over small crest. Left 5 long, don't cut. Care 60, right 3 over crest. And continues over crest 60 over small crest. And left 6. Into right 6 half long
braking.
over bump.
But,
And left 4 half
you know,
long
you do
over
occasionally
crest,
just
80.
get the feeling, I don't,
Care crest,
it
right
must
3
be
through dip,
intentional,
tight
sort of the
60.
feeling with the ice where, you know, you start braking and it's
Left
just like,
4 half long over
no,
bumps.
I'm not slowing down,
Into
or
left
I'm
4
not getting any
and
feedback
right 2 opens over crest.
through the wheels in terms of like trying to get,
Into
trying
left
to
5
get
long
through the
tightens
corner.
3. Into right 4 half long.
So it looks like we'll be
And left 1
10,
opens and tightens. Into into right 3
A bit more.
finish.
20. Yeah, near enough. Although, an improvement in that last sector, a green sector, that's what we like. Edwards is back in the running, which means he'll be taking chunks of time out of the others. He will definitely be 5th by the end, and, you know, could very well take out the minute or so I think he needs in order to get back up into 4th. Oh, that might be 6th and 5th, but yeah. That's one of my favourite. That's one of the stages I do like there. That section heading up that path towards the little hump in that track map is really nice. So this one is a reverse of the other really short one.
5, 4.
And you look on the map and it's like, it looks really straight, but the issue is that, you know, it's only really straight if you're absolutely perfect through every single corner. Otherwise,
line over 2 crests,
you need to
left
be
4 over
so
crest jump,
careful.
maybe 40 bump dip.
You
Left 5
catch
continues
the,
for 80 over bump and big bump for
banks
40.
here, as I've mentioned over and over
Right
again, and
5.
I will continue to as long as I am spinning the car
Into
around
left 5 keep in.
Sweden, which I don't think is
Left
ever
5 over
going
crest
to
bump
change.
dip. Right 5 over jump.
You know, it's just the case that
Left
you
5
do
long
need to be
tightens
so
over crest 80 through dip. Care left 5 60 over bumps.
I think I just need to... Oh, come on, don't spin me around twice. What the hell happened there? Just wouldn't reverse at all, I don't know.
Right
Great,
3
so
over crest 80.
on a super short track, we're already going to be 20 seconds down, which is
Left 4
worse
and
than,
crest 60.
you know, the short ones, because
Right
I've
4
got
times
like
3.
no
And
chance
left
of
2
picking
half
that
long.
time back up.
And right 3 opens bad camber 40.
And everyone else, the CPUs, are all
Caution,
going to
keep
be
left over
bunched
crest
up
40,
because it's
left
such a
3.
short stage, so making big time losses is worse.
Into right 4 half long. Tightens 3 bump. And turn right 4 tightens 3. And
But
left 4
the dream
over
is to have a
bump,
Sweden
opens and
rally
tightens
where I
80.
don't spin
Keep
because
mid
I've
over
hit
big
a,
jump
where I
40.
don't spin because I've hit a bank. That would be
Right 6 long over bumps. And left 4 half long 40.
I do not trust this.
Right 5 over crest jump.
I did not trust
left 4 half long over
the
bump.
orientation of the car coming off that jump, so I
And
broke.
right 5 half long. Into caution crest jump and left 3 tight, don't cut bump. And right 2 long. Into left 3 crest. Into right 2 long, tightens to 80. Caution right 4 over crest jump, tightens 60.
That doesn't feel like a two.
Left 3 over bump, crest 60 crest.
Maybe it's a two if
Into
you're
left
on
4
the
half
right
long.
line.
Crest jump. Right 5 60. Right 4 40. Right 6 over small crest into left 5 half long. And caution right 6 into left 3 long past junction 40. Crest jump. Right 5 long and keep left over crest jump maybe. And right 6 60 crest. Left 5 tightens over crest bad camber 60. Right 6
Hate
through
it,
dip.
I hate
And
it
caution
so
keep left over
much.
crest bump 60.
Hate this constant need to really be careful with the throttle. Oh, absolute
Left
nightmare.
5 long over crest bump 60.
Just
Crest
not
jump in.
good. Not good at all.
Finish.
36. I bet the others will be like 6 seconds behind, or you know, very little. There you go. 6, 16, 32, 35, 36. That's what I mean. The short tracks, everyone scrunches up. You lose a lot of time. I'm only 13 seconds ahead of Olsen now. Edwards is. "25 seconds behind Muller, so hopefully Muller can do a good job and stay within that sort of time. Only gets so that's this one again and a completely new one. I don't know, it's just, you know, it's just the most severe of them all. Like in Finland, if you go offline, you go into the ditches on the side, it's difficult, but you know, you'll be able to get out of that without incident maybe 40% of the time. In other tracks, you know, there's even more room for error
into right 5.
cases even in like Greece. I mean, it just requires practice. It requires practice like I had with Greece. Like Greece took me absolutely forever to get to the point where I feel like I can be pretty confident going around a lot of the, you know, on those really narrow parts at the top of the circuit. And I just need to be able to practice these tracks more in order to get to the same level of confidence, because I don't feel like I can, you know, I feel like I'm threading a very large, you know, path through a needle.
Left 4 half long, 40.
And it's really, you know, I feel like you get punished so severely for any minor mistake you make. Because it's not oh, you know, you're going to be going slow for a bit. It's not it's a full spin and 10, 15 seconds of your time. And that's just painful. And so then you start racing really, you start racing conservatively, which in turn leads to slower times, which in turn leads to sort of like almost like a scoreboard pressure, but it's sort of like the timer pressure where you see the timings from the other races and you're like, I'm close but I'm not.
Left forward, tightens 3.
And you just sort of have to
right 5.
Properly balance it all.
Right 2 past junction, don't cut. Left 4 past junction, crest. And small crest jump, 40. Left 3 opens and tightens, 40. Right 3 tightens.
Sector is always nice.
Left 6 and right 3 over crest.
Because Miller had another incident.
Left 6 through dip, and right 2 over crest, to open 6 and tightens 2.
Won't matter for him, he's
and
already won the
long,
championship.
Tightens 2, and crest 80.
If I can win this rally, somehow,
and care right 3 half long, 60 over bump.
would feel kind of bad, so I do not deserve
left
it
4,
whatsoever, but if I could win this
and
rally...
right 5 into left 3. And right 2, 40 crest bump. Right 5 into left 3.
Then
and right 2
be
opens 40.
pretty damn good.
Left 4 long over crest. Opens 80 over bumps and dip into caution. Left 4 tightens 3 over crest.
Catching up with me.
And right 5, 40.
Yeah.
Left 6 over crest, 130 over bumps.
Could still not be Miller though. I mean, I don't feel like I'm driving particularly well. I think that's the other thing. Like the other tracks, you always feel like you're driving well. Like you know when you're driving well. You know when you're really smashing it. Whereas here,
right 6 over crest.
you know, unless I feel like I'm getting every single corner perfect, which I'm definitely not, you always feel like you're leaving a lot of time because you're running slightly into snowbanks or, you know, stuff like that.
Into crest, 60. Caution left 4, tightens 2, 80. Right 4, 40, bump to finish.
Go on. Ooh, stage win. Oh yeah, happy with that. Did we deserve it? We did just get it on pure Wow, okay, so Edwards is going to be ahead of Muller now and has picked up 30 seconds on Nguyen. He is over a minute though behind, so, but he beat Lombardi as well, which is annoying. And I'm not going to finish first. I don't think second to fifth means that I jump him. And the last stage happens to be at night, of course. Okay, it's gonna be tough, but gonna get this right. We're gonna get this right, and then we're gonna finish second in this rally. We're hopefully gonna see a big result there. Yeah, 2 green arrows, like they are
5,
small
4,
glimpses into
3,
what we can do around
2,
here.
1, go to left ball 40.
The potential is there. I just need to, again, get really down and practice this. Just need to look at Greece, look at how much better I do at Greece compared to, you know, even when I first started the game and Greece is the only, you know, Greece is the level that's available as you wait for it to fully download. You know,
left
stuff
5
like that.
and bump. Right 6 through depth.
Not a
And
good start.
left 6 over crest jump maybe. 40. Left 5. Right 5 half long 60 bump. Right 4 half long 40. Left 4 long over crest 40. Care left 4 keep in. Right 3 over crest past junction 60. Right 3 over small crest 40. Left 5 past junction 60. Caution turn right 2 at crest 40 small crest bump. Left 2 through depth. And right 5 half long and crest. Left 3 through depth and crest 60. Right 3 tight, don't cut 40 crest. And left 4 long and crest 40.
Okay, what on earth is going on? How are we 8 seconds
turn
ahead?
right 5 past junction Pines 3 long 100 over 2 crests. Right 6. Left 6 80 crest jump maybe. Into right 6 100 crest jump maybe. And caution right 5.
Surprised. I have
Crest
no
jump
idea
maybe.
how we're 8
Immediate
seconds
left
ahead.
4 and crest. And keep right over long crest.
I think another thing is that
And left
as you
6,
get
40.
bolder and bolder, or at least certainly as I've become bolder and
Right
bolder,
3
and
past junction. Left 4.
it even applies to Finland, where I'm actually feeling way more capable
Left 3
of
over
sort of
bump.
flinging. No, oh, we had a good chance of winning the stage. Even in Finland, where I've got, you know, I'm feeling a lot
60.
more able to really
Right
properly
60
throw the
over
car
small
and
crest.
hold
Left
down
4
that accelerator and
long
really go for it.
Right 2 keep in.
It's a weird one in here because I feel like you almost get the benefit here is if you're constantly feathering the throttle, if you're balancing on that edge, if you're really, you know, there are a few sections where you need to know that you can just go for it, and the rest of it you need to be really cautious because the punishment is so savage.
Left 4 over crest. Right
Not
3
in terms
long
of,
opens.
you know, retirement, but
And left 4
just in
half
terms
long
of, you
over
know,
crest 150.
incident. And whether that, you know, is something that can be maintained or whether that just means that when it comes round to the Master Championship, you know, you really need the perfect balance of both. We shall see.
Into keep left over flat out crest jump. Into right 540 crest. Right 2 half long. Opens and continues over crest 60. Left 3 long and long crest. Into turn square right.
If we ignore the spins, it's been pretty okay.
60 crest. Right 6 crest.
I'm sort of seeing that in the
And left
times. The
5
times
half long
imply that
crest.
maybe Miller had a poor first set.
And right 5 times 4 over crest. And crest
Or, I mean, we could be
40.
racing Edwards.
Right
It's
3
always
half
tough
long.
because their
Left
times are
6
so
100
similar to
over
one
small
another.
crest bump.
But I don't
left
even know.
5,
I think
into
Miller would
right
have to
4,
lose.
100.
He'd have to lose like close to 2 minutes in order for me to catch up. I think.
Keep
I'm
right
so
over
convinced that I'm
crest.
finishing second. I haven't even seen what the gap
Into
is
left 3,
to first.
small crest bump 60 crest, and right 5
But then again,
continues
from
for 80,
Edward's perspective, you know, he
40
only had
bump.
one issue and dropped that far. So
Right 4
goes
long
to show you
crest,
that one
60.
issue is
Keep
all
mid
that
over
needs to
crest,
happen
jump
in order
maybe,
for.
40. Keep right over crest, jump maybe, 40.
I think this is another
left
one
6, and keep right over
where
small
if
crest
you're
bump
driving
to
uphill,
finish.
it is so much easier. That was a great final sector, and that showed in the time. Okay, stage win to finish. Blimey. So Edwards, oh, no wonder we did well. It's because both of our main competitors crashed. So Miller retired with a delaminated tyre. Edwards finished 6th with a cracked window, behind Lombardi and Muller, but I have a feeling he still finishes ahead of Lombardi. He finishes 5th overall, but I get to finish 1st. What does that mean? What does that mean? Woo! Okay, 2nd overall. Yeah, Miller was obviously the class above. I think he got promoted with us in the Open Championship, so we're sort of mirroring each other here. After I won the Open Championship, he gets to win in Clubman. Yeah, no, he was definitely the class above. His firsts, you know, were pretty dominant, and you know, should have won the other two, but had incidents, but almost was so dominant by that fact that, you know, he didn't even need to worry about it. I got one win at the end in my worst event, which I find really funny. Goes to show you the sort of the way, you know, that there's always a potential in the rallying that it all goes to hell. And the other guy who got promoted with us, Almari, is relegated, which actually kind of makes sense because, you know, he only got promoted because the other guy, when we were racing Open, the Scottish guy, he was really struggling he was struggling with reliability issues, and Almari got in even though he was definitely not one of the 3 fastest drivers in the Open Championship. But there we go. So sort of by this point you can see sort of there were maybe 5 up to Nguyen were really like the proper competitors, with like Muller and Lombardi sort of a tier below. It'll be interesting when we go to the professional to see how many will be facing, you know, how many good drivers will be properly facing in that case. You know, here we've got 5, maybe next time it'll be sort of more like 9 or something like that. But anyway, that is the end of our Clubman Championship run. We will be promoted once more and we'll join the professional, but we will have a completely different challenge in the next round. It's going to be tough, and that is because for the first time so far, we will be taking control of a rear-wheel drive car. And rear-wheel drive cars control very differently, and it's going to be tough. But we will have the Renault Alpine A110, and that will be next time. And it's a good thing to start off with because all of the 1970s are rear-wheel drive, all of the 1980s are rear-wheel drive, before we finally get into the four-wheel drive Group Bs. But we've also got some rear-wheel drive ones there. And then four-wheel drive really starts to sort of kick in, although we do have some front-wheel drive kit cars. Four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive. Then the hill climb. 2 hill climb and some rallycross cars as well. So there we go. But again, like I said, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll join me on the next, where we'll be starting a professional championship in a rear-wheel drive car, and we'll see how we fare. Can we keep up our run of promotions, or will we be found out as we approach, racing from a pretty different angle? So I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.